Hello and welcome children. I hope you enjoy your online classes very well. I'm Garima Bhatt, DGT Maths, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sector 29, Chandigarh. In this video, we are going to do very interesting and important chapter 2 polynomials, and exercise 2.3, 2.4, 2.5 will be covered in this video. So let us start learning. After watching this video, you will be able to understand, define and use remainder theorem. Find the remainder when a polynomial is divided by a linear polynomial. Understand, define and use factor theorem. Check whether a polynomial is factor of a given polynomial or not. Learn, understand and apply algebraic identities and solve exercises 2.3 to 2.5. So let us start learning. Let us check how much we already know about polynomials, factors or divisions. What we have studied earlier. So enjoy solving these easy live worksheets. These are very interesting worksheets which contain questions on factors, division or polynomials. So you will be enjoying this, children. And at the end of worksheet, you will be getting your feedback also, which questions are correct or which questions are incorrect. So do this. Next, in exercise 2.3, we will study remainder theorem. Let Px be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and let A be any real number. If Px is divided by the linear polynomial x minus A, then the remainder is Pa. So to find remainder, we have to find Pa only. For example, find the remainder when x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by x plus 1. Here divisor is x plus 1 and dividend is this polynomial of degree 3. So take x plus 1 is equal to 0 comparing with x minus a. X is equal to minus 1. So just put x is equal to minus 1 in the px and we get on simplifying the remainder, that is 0. Let us take this example where we have to divide the polynomial 3x cube plus x square plus 2x plus 5 by divisor x plus 1. Here dividend is this polynomial of degree 3 and divisor is just a linear polynomial x plus 1. So how we perform division? The right side shows the steps of long division. See this, observe the first term of dividend. First term of dividend 3x cube is divided by first term of divisor x. So answer is 3x square. We get first term of quotient in this way. 3x square is our first term of quotient. 3x square when multiplied by x plus 1, it gives 3x cube plus 3x square. We will write down here and subtract as usual. So minus sign will appear here with minus 2x square and 3x cube will be cancelled out. Again copy down 2x and 5. Now for the second term, we see the first term again. Now 2x squared divided by x minus 2x, we will get minus 2x as a second term of our quotient. So when multiplied minus 2x with x plus 1, we are getting minus 2x squared minus 2x. After subtracting, this will become 4x, 2x plus 2x, 4x plus 5 and 2x square will be cancelled out. Now 4x plus 5. So 4x when divided by x, it gives 4. So last term of our quotient is 4. 4 into x plus 1 will be 4x plus 4. And so in this way, after subtracting, remainder is 1. Let us check by dividing by using remainder theorem also. X plus 1 is divisor, so we will put x is equal to minus 1. And PA, you remember PA means P minus 1, where we have to substitute value of x with minus 1 here. P minus 1 will be 3 minus 1 whole cube minus 1 square plus 2 into minus 1 plus 5. It will be 3 minus 1 plus 1 minus 2 plus 5. So minus 3 minus 1 plus 4 will be plus 4. So 4 minus 3 will be 1. So we have verified that in both ways remainder comes out to be same. This is remainder theorem. Now we will do factor theorem. Factor is exact divisor of any number. Let us take 6. We know that when we divide 6 by 3, remainder is 0. So we say that 3 is factor of 6. So in this case, we are dealing with polynomials. So what does factor theorem say? According to factor theorem, if px is a polynomial of degree n greater than or equal to 1 and a is any real number, then there are two cases, two statements are there. First, x minus a is factor of polynomial px if pa is 0. Understand it again. X minus a is factor of a polynomial if pa is 0. We have found pa, p1, p0 in previous exercises. Next statement, vice versa of this previous one. Pa is equal to 0 if and only if x minus is factor of px. So हम क्या समझा हमने कि x minus a is factor किसी px का होगा if pa 0 and if pa is 0 then x minus a is factor of px, and if x minus a is factor of polynomial px then pa will be 0. Both are vice versa polynomial. Factor theorem. Factor theorem is commonly used for factoring a polynomial and finding the roots of polynomial. It is a special case of polynomial remainder theorem. ये remainder theorem का special case है. Let us take an example. Consider the polynomial fx is equal to x square plus 2x plus minus 15. We are going to factorize this polynomial. This is quadratic polynomial, degree is 2. So it will have two linear factors. So this method which we are doing here is called splitting middle term. Middle term is 2x and 2x 15. Factor of 15 are 3 and 5. So then we will choose those factors which gives difference 2. As the sign before 15, the constant term is minus, negative sign. Considering this sign, we will do subtraction of these factors and choose those factors which give subtraction on subtraction number 2, x coefficient of x. So 5 into 3. So 2x can be written as 5x minus 3x minus 15. Now we will check that 5x minus 3x also give 2x. We will check this again. Then after taking common from these first two terms, x is common here and 3x minus 15, 3 is common. When we take x common, then what is the remainder? Next, x plus 5. And when we take common from these two terms, last two terms, this will be minus 3 when taking common. The remainders inside will be x and minus sign will become positive, x plus 5. So in this way we see that these two brackets are again same, these two factors are again same. Taking these two factors x plus 5 common, we will have left x and minus 3 from these. So we have two factors. This is how we are using factor theorem. Because x plus 5 and x minus 3 are factors of x square plus 2x minus 15. So 5 and 3 are called solutions. You will do in next standard. Now question again, a question on factor theorem based. Find the value of k if x minus 1 is factor of px in px, x square equal to x square plus x plus k. Here px is x square plus x plus k and linear polynomial is x minus 1. So solution, how will we do this? Since it is given that x minus 1 is factor, so we will apply factor theorem that P1, how 1? Because x minus 1, so x is equal to plus 1. So P1 must be 0 because it is already known that x minus 1 is factor. So after dividing, the remainder should be 0. So put x is equal to 1 in Px is equal to x square plus x plus k, and we will substitute equate to 0 left hand side, 1 square plus 1 plus k. 1 square is 1, 1 plus k, 2 plus k is equal to 0 and k is finally minus 2. This is the answer where k is minus 2. So this is application of factor theorem. Exercise 2.5, algebraic identities. What are algebraic identities? It is an equality which is true for all the values of the variables. Whereas in equation is just true for certain value of the variables, like x plus 5 is equal to 8. So it will be true only for x is equal to 3. But identity can take all the values of variables in it, and LHS will be equal to RHS. So some standard identities which you will be studying in this exercise are: first, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Second, a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Identity number third, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Fourth, x plus a into x plus b is equal to x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. Fifth, a plus b plus c whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Sixth, a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus c plus 3ab into a plus b. And a minus b whole cube, we just replace plus b with minus b in identity number 6. So a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Children, you can also open these bracket and write 3a square b plus 3ab square also. Next, last identity, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b in plus c in bracket close. Second bracket start, a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. These first four identities, you are familiar with these identities as you have already studied in class 8. But these are new identities. So now we will take these identities. How? First question is there, x plus 8 into x minus 10. So observe the first terms here. X are same. So first term is same, but the second terms are different. So we will use identity number 4th, x plus a into x plus b. It will be equal to x squared plus a plus b into x plus ab. What are x and what are a and b here? A is 8, B is minus 10. Children, in this identity it is plus B. But here, since minus is before 10, so we will take B is equal to minus 10. We get, after substituting in the right hand side of identity, x square plus A plus bx into x means 8 minus 10 into x plus A into B means 8 into minus 10. It will be x square minus 2 into x minus 80. This is the answer. So next question, just take 2x plus y into 2x minus y. Since the terms are exactly same in both brackets, just the differences of their sign. So we will use identity number 3, a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Simply do the square of these terms. A is 2x, b is y. 2x square will be 2x into 2x, 4x square and minus y square. Next question. 3a minus 7b minus c whole square. Since there is square of 3 terms, so identity here will be used this one. X plus y plus z square whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Here x, what is x here? First term 3a, second term is minus 7b and c minus c is third term z. Z is minus c. So is putting these values in right hand side. 3a square is 9 is a square minus 7b whole square will be 49 square minus c whole square will be c square, and product of two terms taken together with 2 is 6a into 7b minus 42ab, 2 into minus 7b minus 14b into c, 14bc, then it will be 6ac minus. Now taking the next question, 2a minus 3b whole cube. This is whole cube of two terms. So we will use identity this x minus y whole cube is equal to x cube minus y cube minus 3xy into x minus y. What is x here? First term is 2a, second term is 3b. So first term whole cube will be 2a cube, 2a into 2a into 2a, 8a cube. 3b cube will be 3b into 3b into 3b, 27b cube. Then 3xy, 3 into 2a into 3b will be 18ab and x minus b y 2a minus 3b. When we multiply this bracket with 18ab and open this, we will get minus 36a square b plus 54b square. This is the answer of this question. Next question. 227y cube plus 125z cube. Simply we have to factorize this polynomial. What will we do? Since 27 is cube of 3, we will write that 3y whole cube. And 125z cube can be written as 5z whole cube. So this is our first term and this is our second term. Now this right hand side of identity is a cube plus b cube or x cube plus y cube is equal to simply x plus y bracket close second bracket x square minus xy plus y square. We will substitute first term with 3y and second term with 5z. So 3y plus 5z bracket close product second bracket starts 3y whole square minus 3y into 5z plus 5z whole square. 3y whole square will be 9y square, 5z whole square will be 25z square, and product is minus 15yz. So this is our answer. Now we will do a very important question based on the last identity. Question is, without actually calculating the cubes, find the value of this minus 12 cube plus 7 cube plus 5 cube. Remember, without actually calculating, you don't have to find the cube of 12, 7 and 5. You have to use identity here. So we will take up last identity, that is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c, bracket close. Second bracket starts a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. So if we substitute 0 in place of a plus b plus c, then 0 into whole bracket will be 0 right hand side. Right hand side of this identity will be 0 if a plus b plus c is equal to 0. So a plus b plus c, a cube plus b cube plus c cube will be is equal to 3abc. So it is a very important result. We will use this. So we will check the sum of minus 12, 7 and 5. We get sum is 0. So just multiply 3 into minus 12 into 7 into 5. It is minus 1260. This is the answer. Few questions are here for your practice, children. You will do practice and you can tell your answers with answer key. Thank you. Happy learning.